to lowly placed Granada. These and more as we talk about Victor Osimhen leading Napoli to the very top of the Italian Serie A. All the updates and the details coming through, as of course we have the EFL Cup back midweek on Tuesday and on Wednesday. So of course, be a part of the program today. Call in on 0810 8501 Also hit us up via WhatsApp. It is 0903 55 Yeah, good morning to you. You're welcome. My name is Babajide Ulowashon. Before, of course, we have a look at what happened in European football yesterday and also what we got today. Let's have a look at this man. The moment we won by just one goal in Uyo on September 12th, I knew it will be difficult for us to get a favorable result in Algiers. But at the same time, it wasn't an impossible task for us. After a careful study of the first leg, I realized that our opponents were technically better than us. Also, two of our players, Charles Okafor and Marshall Johnson, had personal issues. One player, Dennis Inya, sustained an injury during the warm-up, and that altered the plans that we had. We needed now to move Dario Gio to the centre-back position, which he did very well, but we missed his experience in the midfield, and it affected our game plan. Having won the first leg, we knew that they would come out as CR Belouizdad to attack us. So, of course, the plan was to at least get a goal in the first half, but we came up against a very good side. The way they played, one can tell that they've been playing together for a very long time. It says the first goal they scored was a good goal, but the penalty against us, that wasn't a good call. But that is football. Right now, we shift our attention to the NPFL and hope, of course, to use this exposure and experience that we have gathered in the last two games to help the coaching crew and the players in subsequent outings, both in the league and also at the continental level. So let's talk about this. The words of Coach Kennedy Boboye speaking after Aqua United's exit in the CAF Champions League. The shifting focus right now to what will happen in the NPFL when, of course, we'll be having the new league season commence. What are your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I think, good morning to your listeners. It just shows where we are in our league football. For him to come out and accept and admit publicly that they are technically good and his own side. I think it shows where we are in Nigerian football. And I think that's just the story of Nigerian football. I wait to see when there is a competition from CAF or FIFA.
I think even when Eyimba were winning the CAF Champions League, when we faced the North Africans, we realized for technicality they were quite superior than the Africans. So we found a game plan, by the way, to contain that and still get the win, the net result, even despite their superior technicality.
But we have
the teams from the North Africans.
We have the strength.
Exactly.
Of them.
So you work with your strength.
We can use the strength. I think we can also
run advantage over them.
We can be combative, like you said. We can use that to against them. But like I'm about to say, I think I wait for when we are going to see have a competition whereby we have academies in Nigeria here play against academies in probably North Africa.
As countries. We also have in the UEFA Champions League, right?
Exactly.
Where their youth teams.
Their youth teams. So, and by that time, I hope we'll not do anything that has to do probably bringing in overage players. That is when we see that we do have technicalities in these young stars, in these young players. I think some of the problem with when he's talking about technicality in our older players, that some of those that we have in FPFL, no disrespect to them, they don't have the will to keep giving you what you want, even when you want to play the way you want to play. Some of these urgent side, they are young, so there's a way they can run over you before you can say you do 1, 2, or 3 things. But come on, in the FPFL, you're playing against someone that is almost like your mate because everybody runs almost the same policy.
All right, I like what the man has said, by the way. I mean, it's happened, and with all due respect, and from what we know, from what we saw, we would have been also surprised if Aqua United had gone all the way, by the way, to the group stage. It would have been commendable, not to say the least, but we will move on from this. The man right now, the coach has come out to say that Aqua United, are going to use this experience in the league, but most especially on the continent. So they must have a game plan. They must surely see this team as good enough to be back on the continent come next season. Yeah, do you see that?
Everybody competing for any tournament is hoping, or let me use the word wishing to win it. And I think that the same thing applies to Aqua United. The fact that they won the league last season doesn't mean they don't want to win it back to back. They would want to win it back to back. And that's one of the ways they can.
I mean, he's spoken. Let me re-ask again. He's spoken like a man who feels that they already have a game plan, a roadmap to come back, if not even win the league, to be back on the continent, if not the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confederations Cup. Do they look like a team right now? They have a 5-year plan, Aqua United, to be on the continent for the next 4 or 5 years.
Well, the plan is not visible to me, but if they have the team, I think they have the team to compete in Nigeria and to return.
And they have the financial wherewithal.
They have everything going for them.
Can they be the next Eyimba? Can we have that? Have teams like, can they be the next class Eyimba to build the continent for the next 3-4 years?
Yeah, they have a good administrator in Babajide.
Do we have a league that can also enable them?
The league.
Enable their plan, enable their whatever it is,
I don't know,
the program.
all of them, for them to have won the league, there's a way they play it. There's a way they have to play by everything, from the football on the pitch to football off the pitch. So they should have known, they should have learned. They've been in a peripheral or something like this for years before you came to this year, and I knew they would have learned a lot.
Let me ask
like
you something
I said,
else.
They have an experienced administrator in Babajide.
Thank you.
And I know that with him there, the same thing is happening to him, but this man at the top also is really helping them move on. And he has been there for so long. So he understands everything about playing the politics of Nigerian football. So I think that will also help them going forward too.
All right, let's talk about Victor Osimhen, because yesterday, of course, his card is Napoli with 4-0 winners away at Udinese. Opened the goal scoring in the 24th minute. Beautiful assist pass away from Lorenzo Insigne. Of course, he alongside Kalidou Koulibaly helping Napoli to a 4-0 win. That 4-0 win right now means, of course, that Napoli now moved to the top of the Italian Syria with 12 points. 24 hours ago, we were sat here. Okay, not we. Okay, we were sat here, but you had a different view. All of a sudden, I'm sat here and I'm saying, could we be having a second thought all of a sudden about Victor Osimhen's start to the Italian Serie A this season? All of a sudden, it's a success.
It's not. It's just a goal.
It's just a goal added to the 2 he scored in the Europa League.
That's the Europa League. He said in
My
Syria.
goodness.
So for me, this year is
so far this season, let's just have a look at Victor Osimhen off the back of our heads right now. He's having a fantastic start to the season.
Is it fantastic?
Isn't it?
I think it's just normal.
What is Lukaku having? Also a normal start to the season, right?
I think it's normal too. It's normal. I think it's normal, Jai.
Wow.
These guys can give more. I see Osimhen as a striker that can at least give 30 goals in a season. He has that in him. He's too young. He's hungry.
Wait. He has that, but not yet.
Because
according to what our coach said and what you agreed with,
I see him.
So let's wait until then, not this season. We can't be expecting 30 goals this season from him.
I would expect the 30 goals from him. It makes him
If
better.
you're expecting a 30 goal from Victor Osimhen this season, that means Victor Osimhen is in that category of being world class. Because you can't expect 30 goals from a man who's not world class.
What I'm saying is he has that potential. If I try to, I'm looking at it that if I try to reduce the pressure, he shouldn't just feel like, okay, fine, I've done my bit and but I feel we should keep expecting. So he keep pushing and it gets to that level. At a point in the next 2-3 years, when we keep expecting and he's at that level, come on, nobody will expect.
I'm happy for him. And I hope this continues.
I think
no weird injuries, no COVID.
He has shown that if he scores, if he takes away the pressure, he has the quality to keep on scoring and keep on doing the right thing.
Yes. All right. That's our old man, by the way. Let's take this message. It says, top of the morning, lads. Fantastic week of club football action. The Chelsea team is clearly the best in the Premier League. City fans are so scared of facing us. Over the weekend, what a fantastic performance against Spurs. The glory days for Bafa is gone. We're so poor yesterday, Samuel Poko. I'm going to ask a question. We're not there yet as regards analyzing the game of yesterday, but I'm going to ask what I asked a couple of days back as regards Barcelona. If they win the Premier League, don't you feel they'll be in a worse position than when Arsenal are right now? I ask again after what you saw yesterday.
No. I think you'll still win some games.
All right, no problem. We'll leave it at that. The Arsenal winning some games back away. Good morning, JD, Yemi, Toby. He says, unstoppable Bayern Munich, unstoppable Lewandowski. Winning is that mentality. All right. I rep. Okay, we're not done. Winning is that mentality. I rep Bayern Munich. Lewandowski golden on Tuesday live. Ademola from Tankers Schoolgate. Big Bayern fan. What did this Bayern do to this man? Unbelievable.
I wish they can know you. I think there's a way you just.
I wish there's a way I can push this back away to the Bayern hierarchy. All right, let's take this one. Please, we can come and beg Royal FM to extend this time if that's what it takes. We're all happy when we got 45 minutes, but now this show is getting deeper than spending 45 minutes at the moment. He's begging, he's pleading. Says, as in we're not even able to talk about that Walker red card and Southampton penalty nullified. Morning to you all. Sucre from Asaba. Thank you so much. Well, this giving us the opportunity. Let's talk about that one. Over the weekend, by the way, we had Man City goalless at home to Southampton. Now, we didn't see that one coming our preview on Saturday. We have to admit that. But the fact that, again, it could have even been more crazy as regards, he didn't be, but VAR overturned that a particular decision, by the way, after the sending off to Kyle Walker and the penalty that was also awarded. And some have felt that, no, that should not have been. That penalty should have stood. The red card also should have stood. But it is what it is. My own point is Pep Guardiola lamented in midweek when they had 6 goals. 6-3 at home to Leipzig. The fans were not at the stadium. A stadium of over 50,000, they had only 30,000 plus in the stadium. All right, come Saturday, he cries. Before Saturday, all the fans come out and they're treated to a wonderful goalless draw there. Amazing stuff there from the Etihad Stadium. But Pep Guardiola, remember what we said? Don't judge this Man City side by that 5-0 victory over Arsenal. We saw weaknesses, by the way. I look at you right now.
This season, I know this season there is weakness. I can smell the weakness all over them. The only reason why I'm giving them hope, like I see, is because in as much as I can smell the weakness, I still feel they have not even started. If they want to play the way they want to play, they have not started.
I remember also saying it here, and maybe caused a little bit of a stir when we really do that, and I know I could still be wrong about them not winning the title from my own point of view, because I saw a couple of things that I saw the season before last season. Last season they won the title, right? The previous season
when they finished third, I think
that was I was second. I think it felt like they finished third, but I think it was the second. By the way, to Liverpool. Yeah, it felt like a season that they should have finished third and fourth. That was how bad they were, and I saw signs of that season how they started the game. But hey, we almost seen that last season before they went on to win. But this time around, it looks as though things are different.
That's what I'm saying.
Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. I know we have Chelsea. I know we have Liverpool. We have Man U. But I'm smelling weaknesses. But sometimes you're just scared to write off Manchester City.
You are.
Because sometimes you might just feel they're dead and buried. But all they
might just go back to default setting.
Exactly. All they just need is a stretch of about 3 or 4 games, and they become invisible again. So I think for now, they're not my favorites. I will judge them based on what they're doing right now.
Right now, you need them to go 3 or 4 games. Do that what they did last season. But you also need other teams not to or to falter. And right now, Chelsea they don't look like they want to falter today. United look as though you will score them, but they always want to outscore you.
Like we said about Manchester City, that we are seeing weaknesses, but we know they can give us 3 or 4 games, 5, 6, 7 games without faltering. Chelsea also can give us 6, 7, 8 games, but we know that at a point Chelsea will falter. They will drop some games.
So you think Man City have faltered? They are faltering. Do you think that they also cannot give us more faltering during the course of this season?
I know they can also give us that. That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm just saying.
But right now, what we are seeing right now is a team.
Balance. All is
a team. Yeah,
balance. So you these guys are faltering. These guys can also come back to their top. And when they get there, they can be amazing and crazy with it. These guys are amazing. They've been doing so well. But we've not seen them falter in 2-3 games and see how they come back from that kind of thing when they really needed it more. So I think it's just too dicey for now.
I also think, by the way, that everybody is very, of course, susceptible to faltering. It's about who falters less. That's it. And who falters more often. And again, find your way back, but falters less. And then falter again. But it's all about who does it less.
I think who wants it more at the end of the day.
They want it more, literally. Good morning. You guys haven't given us the top 4 predictions yet. Barca may not qualify for Champions League next season. No, La Liga is. They'll find a way. Time will tell. Goodness from Offer Garage. Well, top 4. I think you've done that already. And I think it's the same with me. But we dare not put in what order. We dare not. Not even after all these are less fortunate. Who's fortunate? Who's what we need?
I don't know. Like I said yesterday, in no particular order.
I cannot.
The top 4 should be Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City.
I know it's going to be like that. I would.
In no particular order.
Nobody dare want to force their way into that top 4. Not Leicester, not Spurs, not Everton.
Not even Brighton.
With Brighton, they're playing good, but when time reach your XG, everything will fall into place.
That's what I'm saying about fortune. Look at what Brighton are doing right now. When time reach, they will go back to their usual base. That means you
cannot compare.
A lot of teams will beat them out. I think when it is time, the table will reshape and everybody will just know his position.
I just want a quick commercial break, by the way. But once again, our own top 4, as we have always said, Man City, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool. Whoever wants to now find themselves at the top, that's their own headache. Well, okay, ask us after match day 20 how our top four will be.
Exactly. Match day 21.
Ask me personally. I think I'll be able to
I
give
think I'll
you
be able
something
to also
close.
shape out something by then.
By that time. In
But
fact,
for now, no.
Iyọ̀ Dangote ní iyọ̀ tuntun ṣe tó ní iodine tó ń ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún ìdíwọ́ àìnító iodine lára. Nítorí náà, fi iyọ̀ Dangote ṣe oúnjẹ aládùn aṣaralóore tó ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ara pípé ẹbí rẹ̀.
Ra ojúlówó iyọ̀, ra iyọ̀ Dangote.
all right, guys, so welcome back from that short time out. It is still SportFile on Brown FM 95.1 in London. We can't take calls right now, but at least we're taking messages. This one says, Basta under command is just Arsenal in disguise. Always playing beautiful nonsense. It says, them whole almighty Basta, we all love to watch and now becoming something else. Phil from Abekuta, I'll come back to that very soon. Good morning, my people. But yeah, let's talk about. I know right now we have schools, of course, in session. School just resumed now. So some parents are still thinking to themselves, where will I take my child to? Well, I tell you what, Havila group of schools right now, they are saying, think about this and think about this carefully. We offer school for you. That's what they're saying. Yemi, at Havila group of schools, do they have creche there?
Yeah, they have creche.
Do they have?
You use the word group of schools. That means
I'm interested.
you use the word group of schools. That means it's a collective thing. Anything you want there. Creche, KG,
basic 1 and 2, just KG 1 and 2, college. So of course they have their junior 1, 2, 3.
Junior category,
senior,
the
1,
senior category,
2, 3.
And then you walk in there and you just anywhere your word wants to be, any class.
What's the thing you said again, by the way, about the group of schools, which of course means that once you start like this from basic, or from creche, you're not leaving because you have it. Oh yeah, not like that, not like expressway. So just continue like that.
You know, just like the expressway we talk about, the north road. You just keep
non-stop.
You just keep going without no port.
So that's of course at Havila group of schools, and they also say that if you come to their school, they have internet facilities there. Now, restricted, regulated, but perfect, smooth internet facility. They also have conducive environment, healthcare facility. That's what they say. They also, of course, have vocational facility for your children. Not for you. No, don't go there. It's not for you. It's for your children there. So, of course, where they can learn barbing, how to cut the hair, how to sew. You know, I repeat again, it's not for you, daddy and mommy. It's for the kids, by the way. You learn.
It's always amazing from young age when you have to learn these things. Like I do say, nobody knows what you're going to pick when you grow up.
Never know.
And everything you learn right now is very important.
Even though I'm a mechanic right now, I mean, if I had the opportunity to, I would have learned that one while growing up. I would have, man, the money.
You know, I'm thanking God I learned this.
All right. All right, guys, if you are going through George's Quarter, look on your left-hand side. You will find Havila group of schools there through George's Quarter. Let's talk about Bafa. 1-1 at home to Granada yesterday. Amazing. Domingos Duarte. It's only the second minute. Boy, did they fight for every fiber at that point yesterday. Late equal that's coming from Ronald Arojo. I'm going to put this off air, by the way. You've always been a huge fan of this man's heart. And you are part of those who say, just get everybody out. We'll keep Arojo and Mingwetha as usual. But what are your thoughts on this Bafa?
Keep the youngsters, except from which is by
Eric Garcia.
I saw something about Eric Garcia yesterday. Off air we've been saying, why do those top coaches keep on using him?
What did you say?
I think he has an amazing passing ability from long range. It's just amazing. He can play with his feet. Except from that. Except from that. Those that are watching us on Facebook knows our reaction.
We're live on Facebook right now. All right, Barca right now, it's still okay. It's the La Liga, so they are in 7th place, Barca, where they have 8 points from 4 games there. But come on, surely they must be thinking about this man's future. I know, of course, it will cost them. It will cost Barcelona, to get rid of him. But they should be thinking about this because the season is. You can still find a way to salvage what is still left of this season. This is what he says. I'm not going to talk about my future anymore. All right. It says today's Barca is not the Barca of 8 years ago. Know this and know truth. That's my own Jala, by the way. But that's what he's saying. This is not the Barca of 8 years ago. Stop looking at this is a different Barcelona. A Barca that's not where is right now. And the quicker you realize this, the better for all of you as fans.
Well,
Sack me or not, another man will come in and suffer.
The fact is, they do need to realize that. They need to demand what they've been demanding from others to get to that place that they are right now. I think this man just, the thing has changed. If you were to be the former president, you say this and there's no pressure. You feel the fact that he's feeling pressure because a president feels, whether you like it or not, Barca is always Barca, irrespective of what you are. And that is the mentality. And I'm sorry the coach does not have that kind of mentality. That's just it. And it's a problem because everybody knows Barca are not where they are, but everybody still feel this Barca squad can still do more than what they are doing right now. I don't know how you have a soldier that when you are going to war, you can call on your soldier and you know you can win the war. And normally when you need to do ordinary things that will not cost you any problem, you leave the soldier out consistently. I don't understand about Koeman. That is what he does about Koeman.
So how long do you think? Okay, let's imagine he goes the next 3 games and he wins them. He stays in the job, right?
That's just the bitter truth.
But okay, let's imagine he doesn't win the next game. Is that more pressure? He will still stay.
He will stay.
So he stays at the end of this season.
This man, if they sack him, they will pay 14 million. I don't think Barca
40 or 14.
14. I don't think Barca can even pay 14 million to sign him.
Deal. Okay.
Now, if we talk about
we will know what Barca can do and cannot do when they make a decision.
Renewing his contracts. They said if they don't renew his contract that 1 year too, he's going to get another 6 million for the fact that he had to go in the summer. So I think this man is just the 6 million he paid the Dutch national team for their compensation. I think this man is just so comfortable with the fact that anything you do to me, I'm covered in.
Barcelona's next game is away at Cadiz. Side battle with a bit Celta Vigo 2-1.
They also lost their last season. They lost to Granada also last season.
Wahala. All right, let's just quickly talk, by the way, about Paul Pogba. His agent, Mino Raiola again, was of course in the news before the weekend.
This man knows the video.
And he said that this is a possibility. We're talking with Man United, but it's a possibility that he could leave. Juventus love him so much, and he's never ruled that out. So, Paul Pogba, do you think he's going? I mean, you just have a look at what's happening right now, United. Again, I ask because after result, our permutations and our thinking changes. Do you think he stays at Man United at the end of this season?
Yeah, I think it's all about love. I think it's all about winning for Pogba. I think those two are really valuable.
Wins he stays.
At Juventus, he loves Manchester United. I know he loves Manchester United, no doubt about that. But he needs to win. He's 28, I think, and he needs to feel the love too. There have to be the genuine love from the fans. I don't think that love is still there from the fans. I don't think that belief is still there for the fans. I don't think they rate the products they have in their hands like rival fans do.
Don't you? No, we had this perception last season, but this season, 7 assists. Don't you think things have changed? The fans have grown now to realize what they have now with the players that they have.
I think he's just doing the kind of love they have for Bruno. That even when he's not playing,
Bruno's love is on another level.
Exactly. Even when
do you think Pogba sees that and doesn't like that?
He not that doesn't like that. You need to give him because I feel he's that kind of player.
Okay, what does he go to that he gets this kind of love?
Yeah, anywhere he goes
to now, he will not. Okay, that's the place.
If he goes to Juventus, he gets that kind of love.
Yes, he gets. Yes, but apart from that, if not Real Madrid, not Barca, not PSG, you can't get it. By the way, it was subject of boos and abuses from the Western fans after the win, by the way, for Man United. Quite dramatic. Who was the man of the match, by the way? If you had the chance to give, who would you give it to? Ronaldo, or would you give it to David De Gea, or Jesse Lingard? Jesse Lingard, not David De Gea. A lot of fans, by the way, giving David De Gea for the penalty save. And let's talk briefly about Arsenal. 2 games, by the way, that they've gone right now. They won both games, and they get clean sheet also. Now, you could say people can easily, and they have been doing that. It's not Red City. Relegation threatened. Good point. It's Burnley, by the way. Relegation threatened at this point in time. Not shooting. Very so. But can you look at this also from the angle that Arsenal could literally have lost both games, even as relegation, as bad as they are right now.
Brentford were a newly promoted team when they got a two goals victory. I think what people should realize is because Arteta is having his team back. You have Gabriel back. You have this Ben.
Is it coincidence? Ben White?
Red back.
Oh, but it's Ben White. Why are you calling Ben Red?
Ben White.
Kukuma calling Ben 10 if that's the case. But they have Ben White. They have their goalkeeper Ramsdale. They have Gabriel.
They have
Tomiyasu, who was a Trojan.
They have their left back. Tierney. Everybody.
Even Thomas Partey is back, but not playing fully at least.
At least he's back.
At least he's back. If we play 60 minutes.
Shaka will still be. But Odegaard is playing.
All of a sudden, boom. Aubameyang
is back. Saka is back.
So what do we say about that one?
So I think he has his squad back, and that is why you're seeing this 1-1 victory or things.
A very young side. They're bringing on Lokonga 21, bringing on Tavares 2021.
I think the future is bright. The future is bright. The same thing I think about Barca.
But he's young.
He's young, but the future is bright. Like I said, you're using these old players, and you're getting humiliation.
Forget about all of them.
Forget about them. Use these youngsters. So far, the reason why you're not using these youngsters is because of those humiliation. Keep on using them. And when these old players are feel they are earning a lot and they are not, the hunger is not there. And that's the thing about football.
Wait. What do we now? Because also in Italy with Juve, they are also rebuilding, but they are still dealing with old men. How did they do this, man? Because you still haven't been Benucci, they are having it there. And then look at where they are. In fact, after the Milan game, we heard that their coach was mad, screaming, annoyed. How can you play this? We're still winless. Their next game, by the way, is against Spezia. But I don't know. If you want to rebuild, you have to make a point.
You have to be fully focused on what you want to do.
And you have to say, that's what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
Fans are not with me.
When you have promising and talented youngsters.
The problem is, can these managers do this? Managers like Allegri, can they go this young way? Now we're hearing they want to sell delete the same boy, by the way, who they should have let go to Barcelona. Now they want to sell him.
Well, I don't know. He has not been really fantastic, but for what he had at Ajax, I think he's still a quality player.
I don't know, but he's not shown that.
I think
consistently in Italy.
He's still a boy that they can find a way for him to settle in the city. Because I feel something is probably wrong for such quality player not to be playing very well. Probably he's just been unsettled right now. Just find a way for him to settle. If you let delete go, tell me what youngster that you get on his quality.
I understand, man.
That's just the problem.
All right.
Except if you want to let him go and collect Eric Garcia from Barca.
All right, we'll leave it at that, though. So let's talk about what is happening right now as regards the Ryder Cup. American players Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau unlikely to be paired together during the Ryder Cup, says U.S. captain Steve Striker. Koepka and DeChambeau have had a long-running rivalry which has seen them exchange babs and led to fans becoming involved by throwing insults. Pairing them, Striker said it could always happen, but probably let us keep them away from each other. In the world of cricket, England have withdrawn the men's and women's teams from series in Pakistan that were due to take place in October. The men were set to make their first trip to Pakistan since 2005, while the women had never before played there on Friday. New Zealand's men abandoned their tour of Pakistan because of a specific and credible threat. And England and Wales Cricket Board statement said, "We know there are increasing concerns about traveling to the region, but we believe that going ahead will add further pressure to a playing group who have already coped with a long period of operating in restricted COVID environment." All right, that is it, by the way. We'll have more stories come through to us after this short timeout. You are listening to SportFile on Ball FM 95.1. And guys, stay with us.
Yay! My prepaid meter has entered red. My money has finished now.
Babe, calm down now. Why are you switching off everything now?
With the rising cost of food and every other thing, it is only wise to manage my electricity consumption. And you know what freezers consume.
You better switch to the smart way with higher thermocool inverter freezers. The 50% electricity saver.
Really? 50%?
Yes, so 50%. So you don't have to switch off your appliances, especially your freezer.
Switch off from a life of stress. Switch to higher thermocool inverter freezer and enjoy 50% electricity saving. That means low electricity bills. Thermocool, always there for you.
Sunshine makes everything better. That's why Lipton Iced Tea leaves soak up hours and hours of glorious sunshine. And together with juicy fruit flavors, they go into Lipton Iced Tea to give you a delicious, refreshing taste. So you can chop better life with sunshine in a bottle.
Lipton Iced Tea, Lipton Iced Tea. Available in peach and lemon flavors. Lipton Iced Tea. Lipton Iced Tea. Deliciously refreshing.
Another better program that show so now I'm a bokona. What did I call her? I'm a bokona. Hey, for this program, now so we go to give on her correct gist on what your guy make her they sell for your shop. Which kind of week mama go for the sell for our shop too. With a better gist and no bonga music to your favorite Mr. and Mrs. on Real FM 95.1 every Wednesday 5 p.m. You go happy see I tell you.
All right, right, sport fans, and welcome back to that showtime of the last stretch of the show. SportFile on Royal FM 95.1 in Lorraine. Good morning, guys. Thank God that Ronaldo. Oh, okay. Good morning, Sars. I've been saying this for a long time. That Barca is Messi and Messi is Barca. That's why Messi finds it difficult to win trophies in national assignments. Messi was built around Barca players and it will struggle at another team aside Barca. Irish United from Gerewu in Lorraine. Well, so far so good. What you said is that appears to be the truth, but time will tell if this is actually it. Maybe let's wait until halfway through this season. But at this very point in time, you can actually know it and say, another angle. All right, but time will tell.
Another angle, I will know it by hand with time. That's just
that's just the same.
Because it's just logical. Messi, at the point Messi will score, and I think it's not like Victor Osimhen. When he scores one in the French league, I think they're in trouble.
So, all right,
just need to take the pressure.
Bayelsa United coach Deep Boys says they are not scared of the CAF Confederations Cup first round opponent CS Faxon. They will approach the game with a winning mentality. All right, Bayelsa dispatched Guinea's Ashanti Golden Boys 4-2 in the Olega tie at the Samson Siasa Stadium in Yenagoa. And that was on Sunday to book a date with the Tunisians, three-time winners of the competition. And that game, of course, is in Yenagoa, October 15th to 17th, before the proceeding, of course, for the return leg a week later.
Yes, what should we say about Nigerian African football in the world? Because this is our own NNL side, right? Imagine it was in Nigeria MPFL side that NNS have another team and beating. Go
crazy.
This is
completely
not
bonkers.
Even one of our top NNS that is vying for.
This is side who struggle.
They are not even competing.
And look at how they beat them 4-2.
4-2.
It says a lot,
and I even
man.
say they want to compete in CS Fax.
Now they say, well, okay, look, beat anybody, beatable, man. If CS Fax say they got can, we go wipe them here.
That's just like there's
nothing stopping us. There's nothing stopping us from being that CS Fax here in Nigeria. Just watch.
I think we'll pick a victory in Nigeria. If we will not qualify, we'll pick a victory.
Our update, by the way, from the ongoing Anchensin, the first Anchensin preseason tournament 2021 was Syria yesterday, 1-1 against House of Prayer. So House of Prayer now are the latest team, last but not the least, but the latest team right now to make it through now to the knockout phase. And this is where it gets all the more interesting at the first Anchensin pre-season tournament, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, Abdul Rashid of Alaro FC, of course, among the goal scorers. Ajao Afiz of La Planet, he scored 4 goals. Abdul Razak of Alaro has scored 5 goals so far. And Mimini of Waziri FC has scored 3 goals. Edmond Olaraji of Skills FC has also scored 3 goals. Abdullah Mohammed of La Planet also scored 2. La Planet banging in the goals, man. All right. Also, Jeremiah Adams of Yuvik Mechanic has scored 3 goals, and Noah Kendi of Gakombi FC has scored 2. That's my own adopted team, by the way. So, of course, wish them all the best at the knockout stage there. Guys, quick one as regards our own Moses Simon. I just to share with you, he's missed out on the non-man of the match award despite his superb displaying the win at Angers in the French Ligue 1 on Sunday. The winner of the award was announced at Non's Twitter handle after the conclusion of the vote by the fans on Monday. Simon provided 2 assists as Non's thrashed Angers 4-1 to end a run of 3 straight defeats. He's doing okay. I don't know. I still wish he's a player I love personally. I feel could do more with the Super Eagles. I always go back to the Super Eagles, by the way. But hey, what are your thoughts on this thing?
I think I've seen enough of Moses Simon. I think that's the height of what Moses Simon can give. I love the fact that he's enjoying himself in France because I don't think he's that kind of player I'm expecting to take another bigger move.
I was hoping that, I mean, this maybe last season or this is really the season he does well. I get the move to England, maybe to an Everton. That's what I always thought when he made that move. When first of all the loan before it became part, that's what I always thought about.
I think that's just the height of it.
He's paining me.
Just enjoy yourself in France.
I'm hoping though. Let's wait and see. Good morning, Jaden Yemi. What has FC Barca turned to? Tiki Taka has turned to counter attack, cross, and not tactics. Even Piqué had to play centre forward yesterday. It is pathetic. It's a message from Tunde. Thank you, Tunde, for that message.
It is too.
On WhatsApp.
I think we should cut Koeman.
They are suffering the sins of the past.
We should cut Koeman the slack a little bit.
When Van Persie play short and I give a red card.
When you miss about 5 or 6
and they will continue. There's still more to come.
Forward players too. You just have to at least.
After this one is Europa League.
Understand the man.
They're from Europa League. Oh, you're sitting. Oh, I thought you. I'm looking for your trouble, man. I will put it on as you're talking, so they will be hearing. There's more. This is just the beginning. They have offended some heads, including Manchester United, and they will suffer. is to watch a Bereni, do anything. When you
Well,
you had Messi, you had Ronaldinho, you had when time reached when you could not win, you now begin to be putting ball inside where they not. You will see. Even Chelsea head is holding them. Drogba's head is holding them. I've never come to Arsenal. I've not come to Arsenal. All right, Brentford. Now you Sabi is very petty, but I will count it. And the fans they will did they give them more? Say it. Brentford at home to Holden Athletic in the AFL Cup today is 7:45 p.m. Nigerian time. Burnley at home to Rochdale. Leeds away at Fulham, 7:45 Bath. Man City Wickham. They're going to have lots of their young players play. That's what they say. Liverpool away at Norwich. Liverpool, we're hearing right now, Thiago's been ruled out, same for Trent Alexander-Arnold from that game. Also hearing that Nico Williams is also out for this one. But Liverpool away at Norwich. Everton away at Queen's Park Rangers. Southampton away at Sheffield United. Southampton, what a side. They're very dogged on the injury setting. Stoke City away at Watford. And then Wigan Athletic at home to Sunderland. The games, of course, in the AFL Cup today. Babajide has stepped in. That means, of course, that we have to step out at this point in time. But in the La Liga, we'll be having Getafe playing host to Atletico Madrid at 6:30. I want to see that game, by the way. Bilbao at home to Rayo Vallecano. Levante play host to Celta Vigo. In the Serie A, Atlanta play host to Sassuolo. Inter away at Fiorentina. Ooh, sweet game. 7:45. 5:30 is Bologna. After that drop with the goal at the hands of Inter at home to Genoa. Show ends for today. But before we leave, a happy birthday to our baby girl, right? Michelle. Today's a birthday, and we celebrate with her. Yes, today's a birthday. Why we say wow? Why there's nothing for you? Don't do wow. I know why you're saying wow. The show ends right now, but of course, we celebrate Michelle and her birthday, and all those who are having birthdays today. We love you guys. Have fun and stay blessed. We say bye for now, no, my people. Adios.
Ilé ìtajà tí wọ́n ti ń ta Islamic material ó yé gidi.